Greetings and salutations, my name is Deltran doing Fire Emblem Heroes, talking about the Berkut Grand Hero Battle. There's 3 different strategies in this video for Lunatic here for you. And the first team features one of my recent favorites, Lloyd. Everybody sort of snubbed their nose at him and not being good, but I'm finding him quite enjoyable. But we got him and we got ourselves a Spring Crom. You can substitute Legion if you have Legion, or really any high defense green tank is pretty much what you can do here. You could probably even use Sheena. Hector, of course, are other people that you could put into this position. And you see that we're using that green tank in order to lure people down to us. The idea is that we have a blue mage up top to pull away at least one green rider, if not both the green rider and the green mage. Ursula's wonderful on this. She can take out that archer, and that archer's a pain in the butt because it has a fire sweep bow. So there I was measuring like an idiot to see if Olivia can take out Berkut, but no. And for the most part, this battle is pretty much already over. You see that we're just moving and dancing around. We're going to be taking out those last couple of guys here in just a moment. So I guess it's worth mentioning that we did use Ursula up top because that's a great way to ensure that the green splits apart there. There are a couple of different scenarios here that are tricky to pull off because they're all clustered together, they're all horses. They're gonna pretty much move in whatever way they want, and they could swarm people very easily. You need to split these guys up. That's the only way you're getting through this. Other maps at least have a choke point or something else obvious, but you really have to just split them up in order to make this happen. So we're finishing this one up here. Other substitutions, you could use Reinhardt up top. Any dancer will do for the most part. That's not who's really doing any of the pulling. And for the most part, we just used Lloyd because he was able to take a hit from the mages. So any red sword unit that could take a hit from mages will work here. And that's pretty much it for that strategy. Let's take a look at this next one. In this particular team, we have ourselves a Bridelia. You could use any strong bow user you want, but one word of caution, you want to keep them away from the green mage. The green mage has a Raven Tome, and that's going to make quick work of your Bridelia. The other thing we're doing here is instead of pulling everybody downward like we did in the last strategy, we're splitting them 2 ways in larger groups this time around. Effie's going to go ahead and pull over that archer, as well as Berkut, and going to take out both of them. Ryoma's just down the bottom because he's pretty much going to be able to handle everything on his own for the most part anyway. And right now we're going to go ahead and move over Bridelia here to take care of that archer. We're going to use Effie to take care of Berkut. And then we still have a problem. We still have that Axe Cavalier that would easily take out Effie. So, in my opinion, if you don't have Wings of Mercy on all your dancers and singers, you're not building them right. This is a pivotal skill to put on top of your guys. And now this pretty much ends it. Watch this damage. Boom. I love that. 110. That was fun. And that is the second strategy. Here's a look at our third strategy I have for you. Instead of using Effie, we're using Hector, and I decided, you know what, let's go ahead and use 2 tanks. This Zephiel is really SI'd out. He has distant counter. You don't necessarily need distant counter on him, but you do need to make sure that he is bulky. I don't think I would necessarily, recommend life and death on him. I don't think that's going to serve him well here, because what he's going to do is he's going to attract a lot of attention down below. Hector's going to attract a lot of attention to the right, and that's how we're splitting them up this time. And then, of course, we have another blue mage up top to make sure that that green horsey is going to go north. Now, one thing to note, if I had Wings of Mercy 3 instead of Wings of Mercy 2 on this Olivia that I brought with me, this would be so much easier. I wouldn't have had to have split Hector and Delphia there. I could have kept them together, and right now, Olivia could have warped to Hector, but as it stands, Wings of Mercy 2 is at 50%, so I need to do some rigmarole here in order to get things working, and it still goes in my favor, but this match could be over right now. Another thing to note is that Delphia is minus hit points plus defense, So really, I'm trading 3 for 3 there for that hit. So really, any Delphia that's not minus hit point only and minus defense only will be able to handle that spot. So at this point in time, we're pretty much done. So we're going to go and use Zephiel to take care of that. We won't be able to use Hector to finish off the Axe Cavalier, unfortunately, but we're going to go ahead and use Wings of Mercy now, a few turns a little later than I wanted to be able to do just enough damage to take care of that Cavalier. And hey, do me a favor, if you're on mobile, rotate your phone to portrait mode. If you're on desktop, hit escape to leave full screen mode and click that like button if I've given you something to think about. If you've missed the latest Fire Emblem goodness, tap or click on the left. And if you like your information hot and fresh like grandma's cookies, click that subscribe button. My name's Deltran. Thank you guys so much. I greatly appreciate all of you. And until next time, take it easy.